Hello everyone, this is DoD Godschalk. Today I want to talk to you about a build one of our members, DoD Defiance, has shown us. It's a build of Oranos where you want to go your second TC at 9 villager marks or as soon as possible, and you want to advance after your second TC to the heroic age while pressuring a little bit with some turmas. So let's dive into it. Your first two villagers, your initial villagers, will go onto foot. The first villager you make will go onto gold. Your oracles will scout around the map trying to find some interesting food spots to make some sky passages or to deny food from our enemy. So once we have one on gold, the next two villagers will go onto food. We will make a manor with the gold villager, and then the gold villager will go back to gold. Once we have 4 villagers on food, the next 2 villagers will go onto wood, preferably your strangled trees, because when you advance to the classical age, your wood villagers will go to the wood line of your second TC, so you don't waste much time while taking the second TC once we are in the classical age. So one more onto wood, and after that one more onto gold. Now when we have enough gold and wood for a temple, the gold villager will make a temple and then go back to gold. The last villager in the archaic age will go onto wood. The last two villagers in this archaic age, you could also choose to put them on another resource if you want to stay in classical, for example. But in this build we will focus us on going second TC and trying to be in heroic age in a reasonable time. So at around 3 minutes we advance with Oceanus, with the 3 villagers of wood go onto wood, 2 villagers of food will go on gold. And once we have enough food for another villager in this classical age, 1 villager of food will also go onto wood. We have scouted our enemy, found some interesting food spots around the map. Keep an eye out for the sky passages. So once we hit the classical age, as soon as we have enough resources, our 3 wood villagers will build a second town center, and 2 villagers of gold will go onto food, and 1 villager of gold will go onto wood. The 2 villagers you make out of your first town center will proceed to go onto food. You can heroize an oracle to take an interesting relic if you desire so. So we have 5 villagers on food, 1 on wood, 2 on wood, and 1 on gold. Now the second town center has been built, so 3 villagers will go onto food. This second town center will produce 4 more villagers onto wood, and when the 4th villager around that time has been built, 3 of them will transition onto food. Your first town center will make 4 villagers onto gold. When the second TC is built, we build manors whenever needed. The food villager will make a counter barracks, and one of the wood villagers in a bit as well. This time we can also think about making the sky passages. We can go with the hunt spot here, do one with the berries and one at this side of the map. Once we have made 4 villagers on gold with the first TC, the second, the 2 more will go onto food. Here this one will keep producing onto wood, but 3 of them will transition onto food. When we have enough wood for an armory, one of the food villagers will make an armory, and then the next villager that's being produced from the town center will make an economic guild. Start producing some turmas to be able to defend yourself or to pressure a little bit. We can queue up the heroic age at 8 minutes 15. we will try to advance to the heroic age. So as you can see, we are advancing to the heroic age at the moment to be able to profit from Uranos' strong heroic timing. Let's pause here. So this was the build order of the 2TC 9 villager into heroic of DoD Defiance. You can also use a strategy to stay in classical, of course, but we want to gain our heroic timing. I hope this was an interesting build order. This was DoD Godschalk. Good luck in your games.